I call Tracy Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just to rise, just for a small contribution on behalf of New Zealand First. We can't support the shortening of the democratic process with regard to input by the citizens of New Zealand into a bill, particularly a bill as substantial as this. As has been mentioned already by the other opposition colleagues, this has been suggested by the government that this is part of a silver bullet solution to quite a substantial problem with regard to facing the New Zealand public. And so with regard to that, we believe that it is easier for the government to shift its implementation date than to actually suggest that the citizens of New Zealand shift their whole lives to fit their democratic rights and democratic opportunities into a shortened period of time so that it suits the government. It also, in our view, smacks of somewhat of an arrogance or a suggestion that they already think they've got it right, so therefore there's no need to take any really, we go through the motions of, but there's really no need to listen to the people out there in New Zealand who have a vested interest in this legislation. It's their legislation. It's their laws. We merely sit here for a shortened period of time and participate in bringing forward these ideas. So from the New Zealand First perspective, sir, we absolutely can't support any shortening of the democratic process, particularly around something as important and as vital as this piece of legislation. Does it really do what the government says it is going to do? Is it really an answer in any way, shape or form to a crisis that we currently face? Will that shortened period of time, and I think Jan Logie made a particularly good point, organisations are working out there now to just survive inside this environment, let alone being asked to stop everything and hurry up and submit if you want to, because the government's got a 1st of October implementation date that they wrote into legislation that they now need everybody else to hurry up and get there. The individual citizens of New Zealand, work from day to day. They actually have lives and things that they're doing that they're being asked to put on hold to participate in this process. We need to give them an appropriate amount of time to do that, sir. So again, New Zealand First would suggest, along with all other opposition parties I'm picking, that the government allow the process that has been set down quite rightly with very valid reasons to take its course, as opposed to attempting to shut down any debate from the New Zealand public, to keep it quiet so that they can push through what they think is going to hide, in our view, what's really going on out there. Kia ora.
The Honourable David Parker.